Avengers, assemble.
Welcome back, Captain Rogers. I know I speak for everyone when I say that you are a sight for sore eyes.
Thanks, Jarvis. It's good to be back.
Since the Chimera's near crash into Manhattan, the situation has become dire. I fear AIM will use this as an opportunity to ramp up their persecution of all the Inhumans.
We can't let that happen. The world needs the Avengers now more than ever.
Fellow Americans, we're here where protesters have gathered in response to a nationwide threat to our freedom. This morning, the heads of all major military agencies were held under duress by AIM's new adaptoids. Panic erupted when many awoke to large AIM gunships hovering above our major cities. As the military begins to mobilize, a tense standoff has gripped the nation.
Of course. That's my tech. Is my cloaking tech.
Wait a minute. Something's happening.
Emergency. Inhuman activity detected. Please evacuate the area immediately. AIM is here for your protection.
Sir, I'm receiving a distress call from a resistance sanctuary in New York.
AIM's trying to draw us out. If we rescue them, it'll look like we're attacking.
Doesn't matter what it looks like. We see someone who needs help, and we help. So you do what you need to do. We're leaving at dawn.
Jarvis, I've uploaded the warship's transmitter database. Trace launch location.
Retracing flight path.
That dark Terrigen. Tarleton wants to kill us all. We have to do something.
He can't cure the Inhumans, so he's gonna take them all out.
And this is just the beginning.
Sir,
What do we got?
according to the flight path, the machine originated from the San Francisco Bay.
No, that's not possible. I flew over that area dozens of times after A-Day.
Perhaps this is a ruse. They mean to throw us off course.
Unlikely. Residual radiation and mineral deposits on the wreckage confirms the craft has been in the Bay Area recently.
Then how did no one see it?
Same way they didn't see the warships coming. It's cloaked.
The quarantine. No aircraft, no ships in or out.
Hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
Sir, I've just intercepted a signal.
Warships. Hundreds of them deploying out of San Francisco.
No! No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them!
Then we go to the source. And shut it down. Jarvis, plot a course to San Francisco.
At once, Captain.
Okay. Well, if we're going into battle with our big-headed friends, Death Fortress, Robot Army, and the flotilla of warships, we might as well look good doing it, right? Right.
Wait, aren't you gonna say the thing?
What?
You know, Avengers assemble.
Yeah, we don't really say that.
Just be cool, kid.
Got it.
Jarvis, do you have the fortress?
Mapping radiation signatures now.
Georgie boy sure has been busy.
They're right on top of your heat signal, Cap. That must be the source of AIM's Terrigen.
Nat, take us down.
Kamala and I will take out the main control tower.
Thor, Tony, knock out as many of those generators as you can. We stop that signal. We stop those warships. Hulk, clear a path.
Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here, and welcome to my new review of Marvel Avengers. I'm going to give you the honest truth, no bullshit, no lies. I'm not going to kiss the game's ass or the developer's ass. There is, for those who had not played the game yet, I would not watch this if you had not, if you don't want to be spoiled. That is, I would not advise you not to watch this review because there is going to be a lot of spoilers in this game, in this review. I'll give you the honest truth. If you should rent it or buy it, is it worth $60? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? Is it the nerdy? I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. So, without further ado, let's do it, shall we? Okay. Here is where now. Here's where you can level your character up. After you kill the enemies and all. You come in here and pick out and put the outfits on here. You can upgrade your armor, and if the armor that you have on is way more stronger and better than what you have in here, you can easily destroy them, and it goes right into here, letting you know what you got for to collect and all. And that you can spend and all. So that there, and anything like, and especially if you go off and find like a chest that's got loot, for like armor and any of this here or anything right up here, you can sit here and upgrade these right here as well, and then put them in here as well, which is very cool. I like it, you know. You can do it with all different characters, and all that, you know. Yeah. All right. Now here is where you have these here. You can either choose this here, super fan, rare outfit. Or you can, and later on throughout the game, you can unlock skins like this one here, and more. You know, like all these here. You unlock all these here, which is pretty damn good. I like this. You know. Alright, now here is where the comic books comes in. You throughout the entire game, you know, you explore and look around and stuff, and when you walk around and to look around and explore, you can pick, and there's collectibles like this here that you can go off and pick up and look at them later if you want to, and you can also come and do the same thing with these right here, and the codex as well. Every time you beat the enemy, it comes in here and stuff, which is freaking awesome. I like this. So social. Now, here is where the real fun begins. Okay. Now, when you're starting a mission, campaign, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But when you're trying to start, when you're doing a single campaign, single player campaign, they have multiplayer in this game, which means if you have it enabled where you can see and have your friends to join you, if they want to, they can join you if they want to, or you can invite them to help you out or to play with you. Now here's Here's where all this here, you know, where it shows all this here, all your friends. You know, you can invite your friends to come and help you out and play with you, you know, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I really like that, you know. And when I was playing on single campaign, the game was trying to tell me that somebody was trying to join me and they couldn't. Now here is the main missions. You got your side missions here. You got where all the characters here goes into. You know, you got this here. You can see here and click on there to track track. You know, and all this good stuff. So this is pretty cool how they made this. You know, I really definitely like it. Alright, in this one, everyone, this boss fight is way fun. It's really good. Now, like I said, you can put it in easy mode or normal mode, and you can, if you know what you're doing on this boss fight, it is very easy to do. You know. Now me, I think on my first gameplay of it, I either beat it the first time or I wound up failing and I had to wind up redoing this part over again because I had it normal mode. Okay, but overall, yes, this boss fight was very good. You know, I really enjoyed playing as a Hulk. You know, as long as you level him up right, you know, and upgrade his skills and stuff, and level up his armor. He's a pretty badass character, you know, and he's and I enjoyed playing as Hulk. Among other characters in the game. Great voice acting, by the way, and yeah, you get to fight him here. But you also get to fight, and there's like side missions in the campaign, the single player campaign, and I think in the multiplayer campaign as well. That you get to fight him multiple times if you want to, you know, and that's pretty damn cool on that, you know. I mean, I like what they did to it, and did with this, you know. But yeah. I had one heck of a time. The first time I didn't know what the heck I was doing, so it took me a while to actually beat him. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed it, you know, and it was a pretty cool boss fight, you know. I really enjoyed it, you know. You had to you had to do a few things, you know, to try to figure out how to beat him, you know, without taking damage, you know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one here, everyone. I'll be back with the next one here in just a second. Now in this boss fight, I know when I first did this boss fight, I know I got killed probably once or twice because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to fight, how to do it, you know. And two, with this in here, I think she has like three different techniques that the boss fight has, and it was kind of difficult at first to beat her, you know, because you have to figure out how to beat her and everything. And when you first fight her, and you're getting so far, she teleports away from it, and she leaves from there, and then she has the enemies coming at you for you to fight, and then after you get rid of them, then she comes back, and then she comes back, and then she has ice powers, and then what you gotta do is you gotta sit here and avoid her, and just instead of sitting here fighting, you can either fight her or and risk getting frozen, or you can just simply just sit here and take her gun and shoot her. You know, to keep shooting until you get halfway done, and then she teleports again. And then after she does, that's when you have to fight the enemies again, and you have to your new abilities comes out to where you can have your new weapons, you know, to where you can sit here and help fight the boss. But yeah, you had but at first it's easy. It's kind of easy. You can have it on easy mode to do this, or you can have it on normal mode. I had a normal mode to fight when I first played the game and fighting the bosses, and it was kind of difficult. It was kind of hard to do, but if you learn how to do it, you can definitely do it especially without looking it up and see how you do it, you know. But yeah, overall, listen here, I really enjoyed this boss fight as well. And the developers did a damn good job on it, you know. Really did a really good job, you know. The frame rate, the frame rate was 60 frames per second to me, and at 1080p, no lags at all or anything like that on the boss fights at all. I enjoyed it. He's a man on a mission, trapped on the edge of an endless game. His teenage life will never be the same. In a dangerous world, he does all he can. He's Iron Man. Yeah, damn right. This mission here, he's unstoppable. He's unbeatable. I'm kidding. No, I enjoy this one here, everyone. This here, you just go flying around, you know, and if you want to, you can sit here and shoot the guns if you want, shoot them guns and blow them up if you want to. And if you're not careful, there's guns that shoots rockets at you, and all, and I had this mission here is basically just flying, you know. And until you get to a certain place, and then when you get to a certain place, you get to fight the enemies, you know, and then you get to fly some more. But yeah, oh, excuse me. The quality of on the characters is freaking cool. Was really good. Really outdone, you know. Very awesome. I enjoyed it, you know, and the music in the game is fantastic as well. Only why I had to get the music turned off for was because of the copyright claims that YouTube does, and YouTube won't allow you to have music on your gameplay whatsoever. So overall, but yeah, I played it, you know. Off stream and off camera, you know, the full whole game, the story mode, and the campaign, and the multiplayer campaign. I played both of them, and I listened to the music on it, and it's really fucking good, you know. And Some people may say, well, it's garbage and all, but no, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that bad at all. It was actually pretty damn good. I really I really enjoyed it, you know. So yeah, I just had to put this in there, you know.
Yes, sir. I've scanned the dropship and it contains the needed parts to repair the Chimera's fabrication machine.
Excellent. Let's check in on the kids and head home.
Now this is pretty cool, everyone. Here is where you can go up and there's side missions here where you can sit here and do, and it's pretty damn awesome. You can talk to her or talk to any other character like her, and sit here and select all the missions you want, especially missions like the bosses that you already done, like Taskmaster. You can go off and do them again if you want to, which is pretty damn cool. I like what they did with this here. Alright, now this is pretty damn cool on this one here. They actually put Ant-Man in the game, but you get to see here and see him in multiple scenes, you know, and it's pretty damn cool. But unfortunately, everyone, you do not get to unlock him, and you do not get to play as Ant-Man at all. But you get to see him. It's cool that you get to see him and all. But that's about it. In this here, you get to see him in multiple scenes, and especially after you be the boss. You know, you get he comes in there with a shrinking gun, and he shrinks the giant robot into a little toy size, and that's pretty cool, you know. So overall, I really did like seeing Ant-Man, you know, on this game, and yeah. Alright, now this is pretty damn cool on this one here. They actually put Ant-Man in the game, but you get to see here and see him in multiple scenes, you know, and it's pretty damn cool. But unfortunately, everyone, you do not get to unlock him, and you do not get to play as Ant-Man at all. But you get to see him. It's cool that you get to see him and all. But that's about it. In this here, you get to see him in multiple scenes, and especially after you be the boss. You know, you get he comes in there with a shrinking gun, and he shrinks the giant robot into a little toy size, and that's pretty cool, you know. So overall, I really did like seeing Ant-Man, you know, on this game, and yeah. I told you. I almost forgot about this scene. This is where they this scene here. I forgot about this. This is where you go to another mission, you know, and you talk to him about some things about what the mission's about and everything, and then you find out that there's a prisoner that you had to go up and you go up and had to talk to them and let them know that you have to go back to the prison place because they're going to be transported somewhere else. And that's where you get to see him for one last for until later on with towards the boss fight. But I had to put this in there as well. Sorry. Well, everyone, it's time for this part. The Taskmaster. Um, this boss fight is pretty damn easy, and like I said, throughout all the other boss fights, if you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy to fight the bosses in the game. You can put it on easy mode. You can put on normal mode. You can put on hardcore mode if you want to torture yourself. And if you like the challenge, that is. But overall, yeah. You get to play as you get to sit here and fight the Taskmaster here, and you also get to fight him on the multiplayer as well, which is pretty damn cool. You know, I really enjoyed this one. And the mashing buttons, you had the mashing buttons that you had to do, like I forgot. There's multiple games that you do this on, you know, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, they did a fantastic job, you know, and you don't have, if you mess up, you have to redo the whole thing over, the whole part over again, you know. But other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed it. This boss fight was pretty, and boss fight was pretty cool. Now I will say this: the multiplayer campaign on when you fight him, if your character and that you're playing as is not overpowered, you're gonna get your ass handed to you because and you have to do it multiple times until you actually do beat him. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
That looks awesome.
Because it is awesome. $1.4 billion vanity project. I may incinerate on takeoff, but I'll look damn good doing it.
All systems are in the green, sir. But I must warn you, a large storm system has moved into your direct flight path.
Never rains, but it pours. Well, we can't wait any longer.
Tony, I loaded up some music to give you a little boost.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, it's not mine. You can do this.
Thanks, kid.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh boy. Now this one here, Chihuahua. Now, of all the characters in the game, to do this boss fight, I wound up using Captain America, and let me tell you, I love Captain America just as much as I do Iron Man, but to be honest with you, it took a while to actually do this boss fight with this character here, because Captain America, he can't fly, you know. I mean, you go into them little like circle things, and it gives you a good amount of boost to get up there up to him, you know. And this boss fight and boss has got multiple weak spots on the sides and on top of it, you know. And you always use them boosters to sit here and boost you up. Now, is this boss fight hard? Not really that hard, you know. I mean, if you want to really seriously challenge yourself, then yes, hard mode is definitely hard for you to do it. You might want to definitely, before you do start with this boss fight, though, you might want to sit here and level the character up more, so that way you can do multiple damage, really good damage, you know. Because other than that, you're gonna get your butt kicked, you know, and all that good stuff. But yeah, it took me use Captain America with this boss fight in here. Yeah, it's gonna take you a good 12 minutes to actually get past and get this done, and get this boss fight done and over with. You know, is it boring though? To use Captain America and to do this boss fight? No, not at all. And I'm not gonna even say yes, it is boring, you know, because it was. I enjoyed it. In fact, I did this on cam. I did it on stream, and on this boss fight, that is, with Captain America, and I even done it multiple times off stream and off camera. And I really enjoyed it, you know. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to this boss fight, it takes a while, you know, especially if you don't know what you're doing, you know. It's gonna take you a while. When I first fought this boss fight, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was on stream. I didn't know what the hell I was supposed to do, you know. I was trying to figure out what to do and how to do it, you know. And yes, as far as I know, I could be wrong. You can quote me if I'm wrong, if you want to. I don't care. I think I wasn't paying attention to my health meter, and I got killed the first time, and then I had to redo this whole boss fight again, which kind of, in a way, it kind of did piss me off. But as far as I know, I didn't rage and bitch or anything. I really enjoyed it, you know. But like I said, I was doing this in normal mode, and it was really challenging. it was fun though. It was fun. It was challenging, and I really enjoyed this boss fight. You know. And the AIs, sometimes the AIs, if you're up in here, you know, you're flying up here to go to where the weak spot is to fight them, to fight it, you know, and knock the health down, you know. The AIs do a damn good job, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they'll just don't do their job right, you know. But sometimes I gotta give the game credit, though. I gotta give the game developers credit as well. Some games, when you got AIs to sit here help you fighting the enemies or the bosses, you know, they don't do hardly anything. You know, they sit here and they follow your character wherever you go, and don't do their job. And on this game here, they definitely do. They actually do their jobs, you know. Sometimes they'll sit here, they'll follow you and everything, and sometimes they'll actually sit here and let you do your job, and they do their job by sitting here taking on the enemies and keeping the enemies and keeping the other enemies and bad guys off you to where you can do your job. And that's where they did a fantastic job. And I gotta give them credit on that. I mean, the game is damn good. You know, I really enjoyed doing this boss fight as well. But yeah, but with different with boss fights like this here, it takes a certain character like Iron Man to do it, because yes, I will say this. Even if you using Iron Man to do this, the boss fights like this one here, it's gonna probably take like 12 or 10. It's gonna take probably like 9 to 10 or 20. I mean, not 20, but 12 minutes to actually get it done. Get her done. But overall, yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know, I can't express it enough, you know. I mean, I know what y'all are thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're repeating yourselves. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, when I first did it, and though on my gameplay, it took me a while to do it, you know, because I had to figure out what strategy to do with this character, you know. Keep in mind, if I get stuck on certain things where I couldn't get past certain bosses, you know, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and shut the stream down, and I'll sit here and look it up and figure out how to do it. Then later on, come back and do it, and then do it, and then tell you later on, well, I did this. I did this, I figured it out, you know, I looked it up, you know, this and that. But this here, boss fights like this here, I don't have to look them up, because they're really easy to figure out and to do, you know. You just gotta give it time and understand what you're doing. And Redneck Nation, I'm talking to you, girl. You know what I'm talking about. Don't have anybody to tell you how to do it. You know, if you want to be a gamer, you have to figure it out on your own. You cannot rely on anybody else to tell you how to play the game or how to do it, or else you're not gonna figure anything out. Trust me, I should know, because I will say this. I used to watch people like DSP. I used to watch, and I used to be a big fan of his. Back in 2008, when I first started watching videos on YouTube. I even used to watch Rukon's videos, you know, when it comes to Dark Souls and all that other stuff. I used to watch almost every other part. There's multiple people on YouTube I always watch, you know, to see how I do things on certain games, you know. But this one here I didn't have to do at all, you know. And this game's pretty fucking awesome, and I really enjoyed it, you know. Doing this boss fight, you know. It takes time and it takes patience to do, okay. Don't sit here and rage and don't bitch about the game, about certain things, like especially when it comes to bosses. Just take your time, you know, and just learn the strategies of it and figure out what you gotta do and go from there. But that's gonna be it for this one here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next boss fight. Alright, now y'all's probably wondering what in the hell happened here with the lag and shit. This is the reason why I put this in my review for, because I wanted y'all to actually see what the hell I'm talking about. When it comes to the cutscenes and with some of the side missions, especially main missions. Sometimes it goes into the toilet and it lags up a little bit, you know. But overall, not that bad. Not that bad at all. It just lags for a few minutes and that's or a few seconds and that's it, you know. Now I'm going to bring this up because I haven't brought it up yet, and because I don't want to sit here and screw up on this review, you know. But the artwork and the frames per second is 60 frames per. Right now, it's, I don't know about to anybody else. I could be wrong, but it looks like to me it was in 60 frames per second at 1080p on my screen. Okay, I don't know about anybody else. Now YouTube kind of sometimes like to fuck it up and screw it all up, you know. So if you're playing this, if you actually bought this on release date, you know exactly what, and you're playing this yourself, and you've already beaten it before I did, then you know what I'm talking about. About the frame rate and the quality of the video. But yeah, everything was smooth. Looked really fucking good, you know. I mean, everything was outstanding, you know. They really did. To me, it looked like a PS5 version, you know. And some people probably may disagree with me, and you have your opinion, and I have mine, you know. And I fully respect that, you know. Fully respect your options on what you think about, you know. But yeah, this, by the way, is the final mission in the game. The game is not that long at all, and you can sit here and play as long as you want, you know, to level your characters up, you know. On this mission here, you get to play as multiple of them. You get to play as Iron Man, you get to play as Thor, you get to play as Black Widow, you know, and then you get to play as Miss Marvel. And yes, I know, I sit there and say, well, wait a minute here, Miss Marvel don't look like the original one on the movie Avengers Endgame. And I don't know, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking Captain Marvel is the movie I was talking about, okay? and I didn't get that out of my gameplay, so I kind of boo-booed on that one. So yeah, I ain't gonna go into details about that, but about well, who's her mom or anything like that, because as you've seen, Miss Marvel didn't have any powers until that scene happened at the beginning of the game. That's how she got her powers and all that, you know. But yeah, you get to play. You get to play as all these characters, you know, and I think that was Captain America that got captured or something, and he was holding and using him as a human shield, which is pretty funny, by the way. But yeah, the boss fight wasn't that hard to do, and it's pretty damn good, you know. And then it switch, and when you get done fighting him, you get to switch over, and you get to play as Miss Marvel again. Which, by the way, on this one here, as long as you buff her up and fix her abilities and her skills and stuff, she's a fucking pretty badass bitch. I'm telling you, she's freaking awesome. She's freaking awesome. At first, I didn't like playing as her, you know, but when you play as her, and the more you play as her and you build her character up, you know, and her armor up, she's a pretty badass bitch, you know, and she's pretty awesome, you know, and you get to liking her more, you know. I mean, she doesn't look like Captain Marvel, you know, one of the movies, but hey, what can you say? She has cool abilities and everything, and I really enjoyed playing as all these characters, and I think they did a damn good job on this game. And we have been looking for a game like this for so many years, and we finally got it. And I will be back here with another boss fight. Now, come on, I had to do this one. I had to add this one to the review on my review. But I have a quick question to ask everyone. Does this look familiar to y'all? Really? Does it really look that familiar to y'all? I know it does me. But where do you think it come from? Okay, so overall, the game is good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The game is good. They I thought maybe once they patch it up, then the lags and the sometimes it goes into frame rate goes into a toilet would be fixed, but unfortunately they did not fix nothing at all. So what am I going to give it? Is this game worth buying? Is it worth $60? Or is it worth the rent? Well, to be honest with y'all, it is not worth buying at all. It is only worth renting. If you want to buy, now if you're a Marvel Avengers fan, and if you love all the characters that's in it, like I said, Spider-Man is not in it. You can't play as Ant-Man, or half the characters you've been seeing on Marvel Avengers game. Marvel Avengers movies at all. That's kind of disappointing on that, but the game is good. It's not great, but it is good. I really enjoyed it. I feel that they have rushed the game though, definitely rushed it. And it's not worth $60 at all since it was that short. It's only worth $30. That's the only thing it's worth. It's only worth $30. So, and it's not worth $65 for physical either. It's only worth $30 or $35 for physical. But so if I was you, I would either rent it or for right now until the price goes down, or wait until the game goes down to 30 or 35 on physical and buy it that way. Okay, so that way you won't be wasting your money and you won't be wasting your time and you won't be pulling your damn hair out because you just wasted your money on a game that's short. It kind of like reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima. That was a short game, but overall, I think that was meant to be like that. But this here you can tell how it was not polished. It was not ready. It was actually rushed. You can tell it was. And they could have done better, but overall the story was fantastic. Voice acting, outstanding. So what am I going to give this game? Since they rushed it, and since some of it had lags and shit like that, and some frame rate did go in the toilet and all, I'm gonna give this game an 8.75 out of 10. I would go. It definitely does deserve a 9 out of 10. I would give it that. But since what they did to it, especially with the characters, the way they did with the characters with no Iron Man, with no Ant-Man, you can't play as him, you can't unlock him or anything. You don't get to play or unlock Spider-Man at all, like they promised. So therefore, yeah. That's what I give it. Thank you all for wandering. Thank you all for watching. And sorry this took longer than expected, but thank you very much for being patient with me. I wanted this video to be perfect, you know, compared to what all my other reviews are. I wanted this to be the perfect one, especially since it's Avengers. I have to do it. Okay, so thank you all for watching, and by the way, before I sign off, I hope you like the outro that I selected for it, because it took me this long to find it to actually do it. Okay, be safe, wash those hands, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next review of Wasteland 3, if I can ever get to play it without it fucking crashing on me. Peace out, everyone. Dragon Souls, signing out.
You're alive.
Ooh, take it easy.
You got hard, kid. Great job. Yeah, we need to work on that passing out thing, but you did good.
Indeed.
Good. That was pretty badass.
Thanks.
Hey, can you guys give us a moment?
What?
All this time I thought I was mentoring you, and I'd given up. And I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you.
I ask you a favor? Hi.
You know you're grounded till you're 30, yes?
Yes.
Good. From now on, nothing but school. And your special field trips.
Really? Oh, Abu!
I'm so proud of you, Beta. But, let's not tell Ami, okay?
Okay.
Come.
Do we have snacks?
Of course.
I'm hungry.
As the newly elected Scientist Supreme, I will weed out the weak elements from within. No more surprises, no more distractions from our goals, only carefully crafted innovation. Make no mistake, AIM is still the future. From cloning to time travel, the possibilities are endless. Now, let's begin.